Hi. After the opening scene of Squid Game pulls us in with a child's innocent game, the key figures who reveal the show's deeper spiritual and ethical intention. The two frontmen, Oh Il-lam, the first frontman, and Hwang In-ho, the masked host, and our main character, Gi-hun. Il-lam, the old man labeled player 001 or 001, seems warm and harmless, always smiling, even playing like a child. But behind that gentle face is something chilling. He didn't just join the game. He hides behind innocence while quietly controlling the violence. Beside the masked host, cold and silent, this is Hwang In-ho, the game's enforcer, a face of pure order and control, serving a system that values brutal. That makes all the difference. In this video, we'll dive deeper into how the two frontmen contrast with Gi-hun, especially in what they believe about humanity. But he didn't create just for the fun of cruelty. He built it because he had lost all faith in humanity. That's important. He was numb, disconnected, and they wanted to see if there was still any good left in people. Yes. Did you feel it? Yes, you did, right? That's why he watched. And that's why he tested them. And when he looked at that moment, Gi-hun placed to test humanity, to see if pure mind, pure soul. Now, the question actually means also, is there still goodness in humanity? The frontman, Oh Il-lam, and the new frontman only obey the system. And in doing so, they become perfect servants. The new frontman only obeys system. And in doing so, he becomes his perfect servant. Not because he's strong, but because he's empty. In this moment, and the whole story is not about obeying laws. It's not about earning points for good. It's not about following rules to get reward. It's about discovering a kind of truth that comes from living ethically. Not out of duty, but out of love. Not romantic love. Not even justice, the way we front of it. This is something deeper, raw, honest. A love that sacrifices, that gives quietly, fully, even when it costs everything. You can't think of your way into that kind of love. Not for thinking. You have to feel it. You have to live it. Let's return to the moment when Gi-hun, we still deserve to be called human. And maybe no one who reminds us. And now he's asking Gi-hun not only a question about the world out there. It's a mirror asking Gi-hun he still believes in the goodness within himself, not just in others. Undoubtedly, he himself is included here. But now it's Gi-hun's turn to answer. Who is it? Yes, but also philosophical. He had a reason, however dark, for his honor for what he did. He is not like others. He's a man of honesty. He's a man of pure mind, pure soul. Now, the question actually means also, is there still goodness in humanity? Usually in Squid Game and in life, there are moments when joy and sorrow blur and death sit side by side. When holding on and letting go suddenly feel strangely connected. And in those moments, something higher can break through. A love that goes beyond the physical. A connection that quietly says, I am here. Not just for me, but for you. And that kind of love doesn't scream, it sacrifices. It rises above fear, above ego. Some may call that naive, too idealistic, but maybe it's the most real thing there is. Because in that sacred space where true love lives, we touch something greater than ourselves. We step into a higher dimension where ethics aren't just a set of do's and don'ts, but a deep, boundless responsibility to others. Not clinging to survival, but choosing love even when it hurts. And that's what Squid Game 3 is really about. Not just a survival story, but a spiritual parable told through violence, tragedy, and impossible choices. And at the center is Gi-hun, not perfect. Not heroic, just human. This is his journey of irony. This is our journey of paradox. Right before his fall, his final moments, he begins to speak. We're not horses. We're humans. And humans are. Then he stops. He never finishes the sentence. But what if you could? What would you say? Try to fill it in. Would you say for each other, meant to love, connected beyond ourselves? Whatever you choose, I believe we can't come from calculation or fear. It has to come from something deeper, because Gi-hun isn't acting out of strategy. He's not saving his daughter because she's his or because she deserves it more. He's doing what he does because he's human. And to be truly human is to act from presence, from sacrifice, from love that expects nothing in return. If the words you choose don't come from that space, maybe it's better to leave this sentence just unfinished, because what does it really mean to be human if we fill that blank with ego or fear? In this video, we've walked with Gi-hun through his pain, his growth, his quiet transformation. Who are we when the games are over?